This video is the third part of a 5-part series on questions on the binomial distribution. So here is an example number 3. It says the mean and variance of a random variable x, which follows a binomial distribution, is 2.091 and 1.833807, respectively. Determine the values of n and p. So we have two unknowns to solve, so we need at least two equations. We are going to use the information that is provided, and here we have two pieces of data, one for the mean and one for the variance, so we can form two equations using the mean and the variance formulas, and with 2.091 and 1.833807 in them, and that should be able to allow us to solve for n and p, because here is the third part, okay, of a 5-part assignment. So go to unit 4, and we can see that the mean, mu, or the expected value, is given by n times p. So n and p are present in this formula, and variance as well contains n and p. So we can use np and np times 1 minus p. We can make use of these two formulas. So for solution, make a first equation with 2.091. We know that np is equal to 2.091, and we know that np times 1 minus p is equal to 1.833807. So now we can do a substitution of 2.091 in the place of np in the variance formula. Here we want to substitute np with 2.091. So now we've got one formula with p alone in it, so that will allow us to solve for p. So for p, we need to cancel out 2.091 from the left side by dividing by 2.091. If we divide by 2.091 on the left, we've got to divide by 2.091. So on the left, we are left with 1 minus p. And on the right now, we've got 1.833807 divided by 2.091. That will give us 0.877. That is 1 minus p. Now to solve for p, we've got to cancel out p by adding p on the left. If we add p on the left, we've got to add p on the right. Cancel out this negative p. And at the same time now, we're going to subtract by 0.877 on the right. If we subtract by 0.877 on the right, we've got to subtract by 0.877 on the left. So on the left side, we have 1 minus 0.877. Minus p and a plus p cancels out p. So on the left, we are simply left with 1 minus 0.877. And on the right, we are left with p, because 0.877 minus 0.877, 0.877 cancels out from the right side. So now we simply have to subtract 0.877 from 1, and that will give us p. P is 0.123. So now we have P. We can substitute P into this equation for the mean, solve for N. So we simply have to divide by 0.123 on both sides of the equation to cancel out 0.123 from the left. And this leaves us with N is equal to 2.091 divided by 0.123. And that will give us 17. So N is 17. Very interesting equation, very interesting use of equations to solve this problem. So P is 0.123 and N is equal to 7.